Live united.
Live united.
Live united.
Live united.
Live united.
Live united.
Vivimos juntos.
We live united.
We live united.
I live united.
Hello and welcome to Live United, a show that explores how when community partnerships are formed and when people work together, lives are enriched and changed for the better. I'm Milton Little, host of Live United, and welcome to our special day of action. This community initiative gets to the heart of what volunteering and community involvement are all about. Business groups, civic groups, individuals, nonprofits, families are all taking action all across Metro Atlanta to change lives for the better in hundreds of volunteer projects. We're going to take you inside many of those and show you just how powerful change can be when it's motivated by an individual's desire to make a difference. Let's take a look.
Well, Sheltering Arms is a child development agency that has been in existence since 1888. Our whole goal and our philosophy is to provide quality, affordable child care for all of our families that we serve here. Our families come from about 7 counties throughout Metro Atlanta. Our goal is to make sure that we're just not providing an educational experience, but all-around experience for our families, so we meet the need of the entire family, just not the child. Well, United Way is here. They are volunteering with us and they're interacting with our little babies in the classrooms as well as in the center as needed. So they have a chance to see what Sheltering Arms has to offer our families.
So we have a few pre-K classes and then we just have preschool classes. So the pre-K classes are funded by Georgia Pre-K. And again, the classroom gets a little bigger and a little more sophisticated, but it has basically the same elements in it: a library, a kitchenette, a play area, and an art station.
Well, United Way is so fundamental to Sheltering Arms and has been a partner with us for so many years. It's hard to count the ways that United Way supports Sheltering Arms. Of course, through employee giving, we receive large donations from United Way. Your grant programs also support our mission here. And I think the most wonderful thing, what we're seeing today, and what really just fills us with so much gratitude, is you bring people to us who walk into the classroom and they read books to our children and they play with our children. And it seems like a small thing maybe, but to children, it's so important. They are literally, children light up when a volunteer walks in the room. It is the most extraordinary moment for those children. And I think the great thing about working at Sheltering Arms is I can also tell every volunteer who comes here, you're going to have a wonderful time.
And you can see your what?
Shadow.
That's right. When you move, does your shadow move too?
Yes.
Yeah, your shadow moves. When you run, your shadow
follows you.
That's right, it runs too, but you can never what? You can never catch your shadow. You ever try to catch your shadow?
Yeah. No, but Peter Pan has.
Wow, that's right, Peter Pan. You are smart.
I know that too.
Yeah, great.
I know that.
As an employee, I know how important it is for us to donate both our dollars and our time to United Way to help drive, change in one of our 4 focus areas of education, income, health, and ending homelessness. And today, I think it's amazing that as we celebrate United Way's 125th birthday, that we are going to bring together our existing partners, existing donors, and our new friends in 125 ways around the 13-county region here to help drive change.
You guys are just the smartest 5, 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. I really think you're 9. Because nobody 5, 6, 7, and 8 would know all the answers in that book. So you're really 9, 10, and 11, right?
No. Yes.
Change. It begins with a simple act. An outstretched hand, an open door, a second chance. Together, the momentum of our actions is a force unlike any other, clearing the way to new beginnings, higher hopes, bigger dreams. A gift to United Way means a child has a chance to learn. A mother has a healthy newborn. A young man earns a stable living. A family has a place they're proud to call home. Giving to United Way, a simple act, changes the course of a life, the position of a family, and shapes the future of your community. Giving to United Way simply changes you. Be the change you want to see. Be Greater Atlanta.
Today we had a group of volunteers from United Way to serve at my sister's house, sorting donations in the clothing closet, assisting in child care, meal service, and a couple of different other areas. Today we're in the clothing closet. I'm going to take you on a little tour. What they did today was sort all of the clothing, put them in their proper places. They put all the business suits together, skirts and blouses. The women that are on job search, is really important that they have a place where they can go get clothing items that are suitable for interviewing. So we have suits, shirts, blouses, jackets, skirts, dresses that they can utilize to go job searching in. And to be homeless is not to be without dignity, so we want to make sure that we are affording them with clothing that we ourselves would be comfortable wearing. So the volunteers took special care to make sure they sorted through all of the donations and discarded all of the donations that were not in good condition, because we do want to be mindful that, we want to make sure that the clients understand that we care and we are appreciative of them being here, and we want to make sure that they know that there are volunteers that will come out and sort the donations and put them in their proper places for them. Now, we also have jeans. As you can see, all of our jeans are sorted properly. They're sized, and that's really awesome. When the women come to us, some of them come with nothing but the clothing on their backs, so we want to make sure that we have personal items that they can utilize as well. So all of the clothing have been sorted, and it looks really good. They did a great job here today. Lots of jeans and shorts, getting ready for the summer for our children. We have shoes right here for the kids, and then we also have a shoe closet for the women, which is right beyond here. If you go inside there, you'll see all types of shoes for the women. And there are more shoes out here. And then we have different accessories as well, hats and scarves and different things like that, socks and purses. We have volunteer shoppers that will come in here sometimes with the clients to help them to get adequately attired for interviewing. So we do what you call dress for success. And that's a tour of our clothing closet. Thanks for traveling with me. Journey on.
My name is Brian Keita. I work with PricewaterhouseCoopers, and we sponsor and support the United Way in a lot of our activities. So my role today was helping organize the closet down here. I got an email from the United Way saying it was the 125th birthday or anniversary, and it listed the 125 activities that they were doing in Atlanta. and I scanned through them, and I just thought this seemed like a good opportunity to come out. I like working with kids, and this seemed like be a great opportunity to go out there, take some time off work, and fulfill ourselves and a need here at the Sisters House.
It was a huge deal for us because we also had some of them working with our children in the summer camp program, and that's awesome. Our kids love to see volunteers come on board, and we had some male volunteers as well as female volunteers. Now, oftentimes with us being a women and children division, the kids see a lot of women. So today they got an opportunity to see men coming to serve and just to interact with them, play with them, and just spend some time with them. The volunteers came down and sorted donations in our clothing closet and completely organized it. I mean, it looks amazing in here. You should have seen before. I don't know if you got before pictures, but it looks so much better. We also have some of the volunteers that are serving downstairs in our kitchen. So they've sorted the pantry, they've prepared lunch, and it's just awesome. What keeps me going is knowing that there is a need to serve. I enjoy serving others. I came on board about 15 years ago as a staff member, and actually 16 and a half years ago as a volunteer. I started off as a volunteer, and I saw the need to just continue my efforts. So 15 years ago, I applied for a job, and I came on board as a staff member, and I've been here ever since. Never regretted it. I know that God led me here to do the type of work that I'm doing here, and I love to see Christ Healing Power just in action on a daily basis. I get to see women that come in that are broken or hurting or feeling like there's no hope, and discovering that, yeah, there is, and there is a brighter day tomorrow than there was today. So I love that.
I think you're just living united by showing up and showing this logo, and people see it and really just understand what United Way is doing and how we're making an impact through just volunteering and getting out here and really touching the people that we serve. I have been with United Way for 6 years. This is my 7th upcoming campaign. What keeps me going is the conversation that I had when I first got here this morning with Cynthia, who worked the front desk and let me in. She started telling me that she was here over 6 years ago, and she came here because she had a substance abuse problem and she really needed help. And she was just telling me about how great her life is now and working here, and how open her communication is with her family just by being helped here and addressing her substance abuse issue. So it's people like that I meet all the time that just have these great stories that you get to know about that really make the difference and really keep you going for 6 years.
There's so many stories that come to mind, but one in particular, about 10 years ago, a mother, and I've got some that are recent too, but this particular mother, she came in with her 3 little girls, and she was fleeing a domestic violence situation, and she was just scared. The girls were scared, and so was the mother. But she came in and she had nothing but the clothing on her back. And that's why it's important to have a clothing closet and different other areas like this at a shelter. She came in, we were able to get her clothing for herself and for her children. We provided them with the resources that they needed. We provided them with their own room, and she felt like she had a little home. And this particular client, it's been 10 years since she went through the program. She continues to come back and serve. And her girls are now adults, and they serve as well. So I'm always inspired by people that come in and get the help that they need, and then they come back and give back. That's really, really awesome. And we also have about 5 years ago, one of our clients came through the program. She came through the program because her son required that she be clean and sober before coming to his graduation. He was preparing to graduate that year. And he required that she get clean and sober, otherwise he didn't want her at his graduation. So he drove her here, and he parked the car, and he said, "Mom, you're gonna have to get out. This is where you're gonna go get some help." He said, "I want you to be clean and sober because I'm graduating, and I wanna make sure that you're okay because I'm gonna go off to college, and I don't want you to not be able to make it without me." So he got her, she came into the program, she participated in the program. Her son came back for her graduation. She is now a staff member on staff here. Her son is in his last year of college, and he is doing phenomenal, and so is she. She's now a staff member, and she's upstairs. So that story is so inspiring and motivating to me, because that's where you see family, you know, how family can come together throughout an ordeal. She had been addicted to drugs all his life. but he wanted her clean and sober to come to his graduation. And now he's an amazing volunteer. He started volunteering the year he graduated from high school. When he was getting ready to go off to college, he became a mentor to some of our boys. He comes up during his winter breaks, his summer breaks. I mean, he's phenomenal, and so is she. It's a great story, and it's a great family story.
Change. It begins with a simple act. An outstretched hand, an open door, a second chance. Together, the momentum of our actions is a force unlike any other, clearing the way to new beginnings, higher hopes, bigger dreams. A gift to United Way means a child has a chance to learn. A mother has a healthy newborn. A young man earns a stable living. A family has a place they're proud to call home. Giving to United Way, a simple act, changes the course of a life, the position of the family, and shapes the future of your community. Giving to United Way simply changes you. Be the change you want to see. Be Greater Atlanta.
Becky Shipley, and I serve as the Executive Director of the YMCA's here in East Cobb. And today we are here with United Way Day of Action, where we were adopted by the Home Depot and came out and worked with our campers this great day and helped them do a field day. So we had 120 campers go through all of their stations. And so they were great helpers with that, and also did a huge campus cleanup because we have about 12 acres here that we needed to have cleaned up. And we had a lot of loose trash and mulch to be spread and weeds to be pulled. And so all the volunteers stepped up and broke up into 2 groups to do that. But we're a volunteer-run organization, and so all of the projects that we do wouldn't happen without volunteers, from our board of directors down to our soccer coaches. And so all the programs that we do are led by volunteers. And so today is a bonus to have volunteers come and do work that we don't always get to on a weekly basis. So it's good too to see leaders in the community come and interact with them, because they don't always have that exposure during their normal days.
So at Home Depot, we're always looking how to get involved in some of these charity events. So, one of our core values is giving back to the community. And, our headquarters are here in Cobb County, and a lot of our associates actually live and work here in East Cobb. So this was a tremendous opportunity for us to come and support the Y and also support the area that we all live and work in.
On 3, say yes. Understand. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we've been a partner with United Way for a number of years. We constantly are doing fundraising to help participate in various United Way activities. And again, just Home Depot loves to be involved in the community. Giving back is, again, part of the core values. If it weren't for the associates and weren't for the customers at the store, there'd be no Home Depot. So we love to participate and stay as involved in the community as we can.
Well, this is a great opportunity to get people out into the different areas we partner with to kind of really engage in the volunteer work. We love working with kids. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of our projects were around kids today. So I was able to really see the impact of what the Y is doing to support the summer youth programs here. So that was a lot of fun. Well, this is a great opportunity to talk with the volunteers from Home Depot. A lot of times they only see United Way kind of during campaign season. So this was another opportunity to get them engaged with United Way and with our work. so that they understand the impact of what their dollars are doing in our local community, so that when campaign rolls around, they think, oh yeah, I volunteered with them back during the Day of Action. I really see the impact they're making in the community.
Well, you know, we constantly receive information at the Home Depot about the events that United Way has held and where the money's going and what type of things they're doing for the community, be it with children or senior citizens or homes or whatever it might be. So yes, we do get a lot of information back on where the dollars are going, and that's tremendous.
Sure. Well, we receive funding from United Way for some of our outreach programs, mostly with our preschool programs. So we have a little school that we operate out of our branch that's funded by United Way, but we also have 5 full-size preschools that are funded by United Way in Southeast Atlanta.
We're an organization that prepares, packages, and delivers over 6,000 meals every day to people who are chronically and terminally ill, as well as to homebound senior citizens.
Every day?
Every single day. We are open 7 days a week. Well, today we've had volunteers helping us out in our warehouse area. We have 2 programs, 2 main programs that we feed people on. We have a prepared meals program where we give them prepared meals. All they have to do is pop the meals into their microwaves and warm them up and eat them. But what they're doing today, these are for people who have kind of graduated from that program. So now they can cook on their own, but they still can't leave their house to go grocery shopping. So once a week, we'll give them these 25-pound bags of groceries, and on the day they're delivered, we'll also add fresh produce. So our United Way volunteers have been helping us in that way. Today, total, we've had about 50 volunteers from United Way, and it has been absolutely amazing. So as you can see, it's a buzz with activity here, and it's going to help us a lot this weekend because we have about 100 bags go out a week, and total they're making about 350 bags today. It inspires me that we're helping people that maybe can't help themselves. We're giving these foods to people who may have no other option but to go to a hospital if it weren't for us, or maybe go into an assisted living home. It gives them a better quality of life to know that there is food that's going to be delivered to them rather than worrying about where their next meal is going to come from. United Way is a very generous funder of Open Hands, so not only do they donate money, but you guys are a great conduit for volunteers as well. So we have a partnership where my director is able to speak with someone at the United Way office, and we're able to arrange volunteer dates that way.
A group of about 20 people. We have a great mix of corporate volunteers with us today, groups from AT&T, UPS, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst & Young, and of course the United Way staff as well. It's been a great event. It's been a great team builder. We've gotten to know some of these volunteers and donors that we don't typically see at some functions. So it's been a great experience to get to know those who give to us and who have a passion for the community. So it's been a good experience.
And Kivita, what is it that keeps you inspired and keeps you going?
Well, I believe in giving back and paying it forward. So it warms my heart to know that I'm actually able to get my hands dirty, not just sit at a desk, but actually be out in the community and see where our dollars are being spent, interact with people that have the same passion, and so that's really what keeps me going.
For high school, you need volunteer hours in order to graduate. So my aunt told me to come today, so that's why I'm here. I've been stacking cans and refilling cans and putting them into bags.
Do you know why you're doing that?
To help ill people who can't go to the grocery store. Because we can do stuff independently, but some people can't. Then they depend on others.
Has it been a good experience for you today?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Would you do it again?
Yes, I would.
Okay, good.
I am 15 years old. I'm here with my mom today. She works with AT&T. She was just, I'm gonna go up to this place and we're gonna help some people around the city, I guess you could say. And I was like, okay, that sounds cool. I'll come with you. It's been great. It feels good to help out. Well, I think it's important to give back because there's some people who can't go out and get their groceries for them, and some people might not be available for them to go and get it. So for us to do this for them, it feels good. And like to me, it feels good, and I'm sure everyone else feels the same way.
I've always been a person that was involved in volunteering with the community. Today is a special day for the United Way. It's the anniversary of their Day of Action, and also as a member of the African American Partnership Board, I was very, very compelled to come out and participate in the events today. It's a very, very dynamic relationship there. IBM is very much in support of any type of charitable activities that their employees do. It gives you a lot of flexibility to go and choose the different things that you like to do, but they really support volunteerism. From the time off, from the support of the management and staff, from the matching contributions to any charitable donations we have. It's really great to see a company stand behind individuals that want to do any type of effort that's going to make a difference in their community. That's one of the most dynamic things about the United Way. In addition to giving to the organization, you can also give your time. You can take time out like I'm doing today to actually go and work and see the efforts of it. Immediately after I joined the organization, I was able to take some of the information I learned from a pamphlet and pass it on to someone that I found in need. So it's really, really great. It's really, really dynamic. I'm learning other ways to help. I'm also networking and meeting people who are making me better at empowering people to do things.
It was a huge success, and we thank you guys for everything that you've done and for all the wonderful volunteers we've had today.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Thank you for tuning in to a very special edition of Live United. We hope you were inspired by all the activity that you saw that had one simple goal in mind, and that is helping our community thrive. Did you know that Georgia ranks 3rd in the nation in poverty, with the economy fighting to rebound, with the state's unemployment rate still ranking higher than the national average, and people all across Metro Atlanta struggling to make ends meet? What you can do is simple. Reach out a hand, a compassionate hand to someone who's down on their luck. You can volunteer your time in a nursing home because your presence there might be the only visitor that person has today. You can donate a little bit more to your favorite charity so that they can meet the increasing needs this community is bringing to every nonprofit. Whatever you decide to do, just do one thing: get involved. As the musician and activist Joan Baez said, action is the antidote to despair. And we'll see you next time.